Casey Wiskett here with the Patriot Viper Series gaming peripherals. I've got the V570 RGB Blackout Edition gaming mouse and the matching Viper RGB mouse pad, as you can see right here. We're going to take a look at both of them, but we're going to start off with the Patriot Viper V570 RGB Gaming Edition mouse here. Gives you the ability to customize your mouse, match any color and theme you desire for your full spectrum of RGB lighting. It comes, of course, with some weights, adjustable weight system in there as well. Extreme precision laser up to 12,000 DPI on that. The customization there, again, is very flexible. I'll show you the software also. Advanced MMO and frames per second, first-person shooters are really going to, take full advantage of this with the ergonomics and the customization with the macros. You got 13 programmable macro keys on there. Ceramic foot pads, by the way, so it slides very nicely, very effortlessly along the mouse pad. And obviously with the weights, the little kit here, you can adjust to your liking how heavy you want this mouse to be. Do you want it to be firm, set right on the ground? Do you like it to be lightweight because you're lifting the mouse sometimes off the pad a little bit? So it's up to you. Here it is with the light dimmed a little bit so you can see the LED and the way it looks. The ceramic feet, again, like I said, glide very nicely across. And actually it's quite slippery if you aren't used to it. There's the glow. Again, with the RGB, you get the logo there. The top portion where the DPI LED indicator is also colored. You've got the sides, which change in a wave of colors, and again, you can have it customized not to look like this. If you don't want it looking like a rainbow, you can have it very, very specific to certain colors. But I do like the feel. I like the side rubber grip on there, so it doesn't accidentally get ejected from your hand if you're moving too quick. Again, adjusting the weights does help because some mice are very light, and that doesn't do much justice. If you're a sniper in some games and you want very, very close precision on your sniping, you want to add some weight so that way the mouse stays still in its spot and doesn't move around too easy, right? So that's very nice. Pooling rate, obviously, you get from 0 to 1000 hertz there. Let's take a look at the mouse pad, the Viper RGB mouse pad. Again, blacklit LED colors, customizable features there on the different zones, and I'm going to show you that as well, so you can set up the color schemes. It comes obviously with a little switch on the cord that you plug in the USB connector to your PC on this mouse pad, and that cord has that indicator switch that you can change the logo here to flash or stay on a certain color, and there it is right here. You can see the little buttons that you would press. So certain combinations of pressing these buttons will perform different actions and allow you to basically scroll through the different types of color modes and colors. So here, for example, you've got the red and green for Christmas. If you're celebrating those holidays and maybe you want to show off your Christmas spirit, well, hey, you can have it in that color scheme. You can see the LED going around it. Very cool. If you have a PC with certain LED fan combinations and you want it to match, you can obviously customize these colors to match that color scheme. And like I said, pressing the buttons here in certain modes allows you to toggle, scroll through the different combinations that it's available. Okay, it's not as customizable as the Viper V570 RGB software. That allows you to customize this much more in detail, obviously, but the mouse pad itself has a nice little selection that you can choose from. And like I said, if you just want it to be a solid color and not multiple colors all at once, you can set that up as well. So don't worry. Maybe you don't want the lights on at all. Well, you can turn it off as well. So different modes, glowing, that heartbeat effect. And again, if you have a glass table top perhaps on your desk, it'll even glow further than that. Okay, so it'll look even more illuminated against the table when you have glass underneath, so it looks very nice. I tried that, and here are the lights turned off even more, so that way you can see how powerful that lighting effect is on a table with glass. So different color modes, different selections. Again, customize the mouse colors to match the pad or vice versa, and that way you got a nice setup, right? And basically, you know, some of you might like all red. Maybe you want all blue. Maybe you want a specific color. That's fine. You can do that. Not a problem. Just showing you all the different colors so that you get a good idea. Now, when it comes to the Viper software to customize the Blackout Edition gaming mouse that we've got here, you obviously have a very intuitive interface. You select which section of the mouse you want to customize, and it highlights it in the diagram there in that picture. And then if you want to actually change something, you click on it and then select the function that you want to apply to that. Okay, if you don't want to apply any function to that, you just want it to have the default and just leave it. If you want to change the behavior, what it's supposed to do, then obviously select one of those. Okay, pretty straightforward. I'll go ahead and do a change here on something else. Let's just try this little button here that has no function. If we select that, for example, you can say I want it to adjust lift off, the lift, and you can have that be assigned to that. Very easy to apply. If you wanted to change the sniper function, and the defaults are set to 400 here, you can see the X and Y axis. Well, you can change that obviously to a little bit more or a little bit less sensitivity. Depends on how you like your sniper function to work. And you've got profiles at the top from 1 to 6, so obviously you can have a sniper function, you can have another one for first-person shooter or a MMO game or something else. You can have 5 different profiles at the top there, and different color schemes. You can set them up as well, and then save the way you have your buttons configured for that profile. And actually, you can export and import the profiles. You can back up the information as well. So that's a very nice feature that they've added on here. I really like that. Makes it so you can transport it easily to other PCs, and set up the color schemes appropriately for each scheme. The sensors here go from 800 to 32, as you can see here by default. I didn't touch anything. That's how it came out of the box. The macro editor is pretty intuitive, straightforward. You just have different macro types to choose from here at the top, and then you would just click on the create new macro option here at the bottom left corner, and then after you've set up a name for that, you can just click on the record button on the right hand side. It's got a whole bunch of different features that allow you to assign this specific recording, and I'll just do a quick recording here just to show you what it would look like if you just recorded a couple of keystrokes. So there you go, a couple of keystrokes there, and then you can add delays in between them, pauses, things like that. You can fine-tune exactly what it is that you're trying to do for that macro, and that's all available here on the side. Like I mentioned, saving things, importing, exporting, all the necessities are in there, so that way you can customize your settings a little bit further and save them. The settings tab here at the top just allows the pooling rate all the way to 1000 hertz, like I mentioned at the beginning, and then you being able to back up your driver settings is a nice little feature there. You have the option to back up, restore, reset things from this screen. And last but not least, the color customization of the mouse itself. By default, I had it on in the wave mode, so it was just going through all the colors. You can customize it, like I said, to be very specific. So I want this to be red, for example, so I'll select that. I want the front to be also red, and I want the sides to be orange. So then I'll go ahead and select orange for all of those 4 parts of that side, and then I want the logo at the top to be yellow. So there you have it. There's my custom color scheme that I have to match whatever it is that I might have. So there you have it. Terrific mouse gamepad combination from Patriot, the Viper series gaming peripherals, the V570 RGB Blackout Edition gaming mouse, and the Viper gaming Mouse Pad are a nice little set. It's up to you how you want to customize the colors. Like I said, good gaming performance and flexibility for different types of games, and the macros and support are excellent. And comment below, let me know what you think. I'll add the latest pricing links below the video, and I'd like to thank Patriot for providing it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.